Jonny here. Right now I'm in Kashmir, that fabled earthly paradise at the northern tip of the Indian subcontinent. The beauty of Kashmir has never been in doubt, and in fact has had everyone from Mughal emperors to British memsahibs waxing lyrical for over 500 years. And for the modern traveller, whether trekking in the mountains, wandering the bazaars or floating around the tranquil lakes, Kashmir is an amazing destination that doesn't disappoint. But since the violent insurrection that started in the 80s, ran right the way through the 90s and cost over 60,000 lives, what most people want to know is it safe to now travel here? Although I of course can't give a definitive answer to that, there are a few things I can say. I first came here in 1989, just before the Troubles were starting. I came back in 2004 with my Wild Frontiers hat on. What I wanted to see was whether the much-lauded peace that was being talked about in the press was actually playing out on the ground, and whether the risks of bringing people were now acceptable. On that first trip I stayed for a week. I spoke to many people, and while it was clear that the underlying issue that had caused the Kashmir problems in the first place were far from resolved, there did seem to be a desire on the part of the people to stop the fighting and to get back to doing what they enjoyed doing best, which was entertaining tourists. So, in 2005, I brought my first group, and Wild Frontiers has been bringing groups and tailor-made travellers here ever since. Personally, I've been back another 4 times, and every time I come, I get this greater sense of optimism that things are improving all the time. The tourist numbers are steadily increasing, with 2012 looking to be a record year. And while according to official records, 26,000 Westerners came here last year, the last Westerners to be harmed in the valley was way back in 1995, almost 2 decades ago. But while the violence in the valley has all but stopped, it is still worth remembering that the underlying issue still hasn't really been resolved. As a consequence, the FCO still advise against travel here, and we recommend that you read their advice and think carefully before you do make the decision to come. But as far as we're concerned, the risks of now coming to Kashmir are no greater than they are of travelling to a number of other destinations regularly frequented by tourists. And what you'll see, if you are prepared to take that risk, is a truly stunning destination, offering the modern-day adventure traveller everything they could possibly want. My advice? Come and see for yourself.